The logical framework approach is a practical planning system that offers you a common language and step-by-step process to design, implement, and evaluate projects and initiatives of all types. Managers and teams at all levels of the organization find it a powerful way to quickly go from an idea to a well-designed project that eliminates many predictable problems in advance. The logical framework was originally created to help the U.S. Agency for International Development, that's USAID, manage all the projects in our global multi-billion-dollar foreign aid program. I worked with the original logical framework development team, then later simplified and adapted it to the needs of corporate America and government agencies. It's popularized in my book, Strategic Project Management Made Simple, published by John Wiley & Sons. So let me give you a few of the basic ideas from it. Physically, the logical framework is structured as a 4x4 interactive matrix that helps teams think through projects in a way that covers all the issues. There's a disciplined thinking process built into the matrix that draws ideas from the fields of strategic planning, project management, and the scientific method. Let me give you a concept or two. The logical framework approach recognizes that every project has multiple goals or objectives, and that we need to organize these in relationship to each other using causal logic. So let's link the things we can do, the input activities, to the results we expect, the outcomes or deliverables. And let's link that to what happens after the deliverables, which I call purpose, and after that, the strategic intent or goal. So that lets us design a project by linking project activities to strategic intent by constructing a strategic hypothesis of the form if-then. So basically we think if inputs, then outcomes, if outcomes, then purpose, if purpose, then goal. That means every project becomes a testable hypothesis, with implementation being the real-world test of the quality of our thinking. The logical framework is used widely in international development, but I improved it by identifying 4 strategic questions that make it very simple for you to design projects. Question number 1, what are we trying to accomplish and why? That will help you to zoom in on the real objectives and arrange them in a logical and scientific hierarchy that makes strategy crystal clear. Question number 2, how will we measure success? For each level of objective, we can define success conditions in advance so that everyone has the same picture and we have the metrics that matter. At the same time, let's identify how we're going to verify each objective. That sets up our tracking system, and that's built into the logical framework success measures. Question number 3, what other conditions must exist? This is a critical one. Put another way, what else must be true for this project to work? You can outfox Murphy and his dreaded law by identifying and testing assumptions. Do that early and you'll squeeze the risk out of the project. Question number 4, how do we get there? Now you can confidently identify the tasks, responsibilities, and schedules needed to get you where you want to go. This is where conventional project management fits, but I find all too often we jump to the software early before building the foundation of linked objectives, measures, and assumptions. So what does this apply to? Well, my clients have applied it to virtually thousands of projects in virtually every industry sector. They use it to develop execution plans for their core strategies or IT solutions. It's great for improving critical processes. It helps you wrap your arms around designing and launching new products or projects. It's used to reinvent your department, to take a fresh look at how you can be more effective, to shift organization culture. I had one client tell me, show me something the logical framework does not help bring clarity to. So what are the benefits for us? Well, it provides a common language and framework to design action plans for virtually any problem, idea, or opportunity. It scales nicely from one person to team projects to department to company-wide to national, in some cases international projects. It helps you to align projects with the big picture strategic intent. That disconnect often occurs. That's why 75% of all projects fail. It helps you to collaborate and coordinate across functional boundaries, to discover and eliminate problems in advance. Bottom line, gets your teams moving faster and you can achieve objectives sooner with fewer headaches along the way. The logical framework builds a strong foundation leading to predictable success. Give it a try. You'll like what it does.